Yo, what up, street togs, street gods, street vlogs, demigod togs, mega gods. Mega gods is actually a funny notion I had this morning when I first woke up. A pro tip: once you have a kid, just accept the fact that all your stuff is gonna have Vaseline or Aquaphor over it. So oh, also another pro tip: crazy people speeding down your street and shit, jack a safety cone. Just find it somewhere random, so whenever somebody speeds down, they slow down. Okay, so the turbo thoughts for us. So I mean, a lot of turbo thoughts this morning. The first one is how to future-proof yourself. Future-proof, is it possible to future-proof anything? Thinking long-term, etc. is what do men want to win? So mega gods, I don't know. I was thinking about the Megazord. Like, we's the new mega gods. Even the philosophy of being a demigod or stuff like that. It's even our best friend Jesus, right? So you know, this is me being raised Roman Catholic. You know, I still consider myself Catholic. So also what I think I like about Catholicism is that Catholics, we don't take the Bible literally. I think we have like a little bit more independent of thought. And yes, Catholics are Christians, Protestants are Christians, Catholics are the OGs, Protestants protesting what the Catholic Church is doing because a lot of bad things were done. But alas, I think Catholicism is still more interesting. But anyways, so even best friend Jesus is like, oh, kingdom of God's within you. And I actually think that the teachings of Jesus, best friend Jesus, was actually misconstrued by Paul, who's like way later, right? St. Paul. And I don't know, I think St. Paul had some problems. And he almost turned Jesus into this weird kind of scapegoat. Was it... kind of like figurehead for his own kind of weird thinking. So modern day Christianity as we know it, it's kind of like bastardized teachings of St. Paul is my theory. Oh, also pro tip: whenever you see random people, just wave hi to them. Morning. And yeah, so that's the first thought, mega gods. So we's all kind of mega gods in one way or another. So that's the first thought. The second thought is, you know, what is it that, you know, men want out of women? So it's so funny because I think people have it wrong. The basic thought is, right, it's like, yo, guys just want sex from women. Just think about sex all the time, porn, right? But actually, I don't think that's the case. My thought is, actually, in the ancient Greek world, women are almost never mentioned. And it's not even like because like they sexist or anything or whatever. Even sex is not really mentioned. It's just like, you know, whatever. It's just kind of more like men, you know, ancient Greeks, Roman gods, whatever, Greek gods. All they cared for was the lust for battle and war. And dominance and supremacy. And also the funny thing too, that a lot of the ancient Greek gods, they're just kind of bored. They're just kind of like treating humans as their pawns, right? But so I think my thought is a lot of this stuff on like men trying to chase women, I think it's just kind of like marketed nonsense, just kind of modern day socializing. This is where studying history is useful because you kind of get rid of a lot of this modern day nonsense. So like even at the gym, you know, the gym is interesting. Also, I was thinking about too, it's funny because at least here in SoCal or OC, to gym or to go gymming or be too into gymming, it's become a verb, which is hilarious. I actually kind of like it because then to work is different. Working out, because you could technically work at home. To gym is different because it's actually a social experience, a phenomenon. Gymnasium, gymnos, ancient Greek, actually means naked. So back in the day, ancient Greek men used to be naked, like open air, just kind of dirt, and just like kind of like working out, lifting weights, wrestling, fighting, having philosophical talks with one another. So the modern day gymnasium as being indoors is actually insanely against what is good for us, my belief. So my ideal gym is actually an outdoors gymnasium. So for example, Gold's Gym, Venice Beach. It ain't the real Muscle Beach, Venice Beach, but still pretty good. They have this really good outdoor area that you can just work out topless. It's pretty good. I think I'm gonna move to LA in the next year or so, and then probably just get a membership there. Watch me fuck up the fitness industry. Eric Kim Fitness incoming. Okay, so I was thinking about, it's like, man, yeah, Kanye is the most innovative. So yeah, and I think to put your strength on display is I think it's a virtue. It's like the modern day arena. And I don't know, like there's still so much like moralizing and ethicalizing that comes into American society, which is hilarious because, you know, we're still kind of this like Puritan, Quaker, Protestant, Christian nation that it's kind of weird. Like Hollywood's kind of bastardized it because Hollywood's all about glamour, fame, showing off, but at the same time you kind of want to be humble and low-key about it. It's like, you know, we gotta learn how to be more genuine and more honest. Actually, that's one thing I like about like the Novo Reach in Asia, Southeast Asia specifically, because not even Korea, because Korea is still a very, very Christian country, specifically mostly like kind of more zealous Protestant nowadays. Or we could think of Korea, South Korea as America 2.0 or neo-colony of America. I kind of like seeing more of the Novo Reach in Vietnam, maybe Cambodia, more Vietnam. I like Vietnam. Vietnam's cool. I'm teaching a workshop in Vietnam, Saigon. Google Eric Kim Vietnam, Saigon workshop, and you can find it out. It's gonna be epic. I think men, seeing women, like kind of seeing women as like objects of fascination or just fascinations, and, you know, fellow playmates. And I think this is the thing too, as men, don't matter if you have all the Lamborghinis and all the riches and monies and things in the world, I don't think men would want to live a life or existence in this world on earth without women, specifically ideally beautiful women. And beautiful women is subjective to everybody, right? Whatever you consider beautiful. So actually, even when you go to the gym, you know, you see all the pretty women. It's like if anything, it's kind of more like I don't know, it's just like a chance to chat. I think this is the thing too, is like all these people say, oh, you know, if I just had a perfectly beautiful, obedient AI, you know, essentially, you know, fem, sex bot, whatever, it's like, that'd be so great. It's like, no, because I think what men want is we want to have a chance to flex our confidence, our prowess, and actually having the courage to make eye contact, like pro tip at the gym. You know, you could get the paper towels, whatever, get the paper towels, and then there's a lady behind you, woman behind you, take a extra paper towel, give it to her, and be like, and then make eye contact and give it to her. It's like, and then she's like, thank you, and then he's like, that'll be $2. that's always my joke, is like, or that'll be 2 tacos or 1 taco, or, you know, to make small talk. It's like, That'll be 2 tacos. Don't worry, I accept Venmo. Or that'll be 2 Bitcoins. They're like, what? Isn't Bitcoin a lot of money? So that's a joke. You can joke, right? So I think I don't know, even for me, like I like joking around with women. I mean, I like ever since I was young, like high school, college, middle school. Yeah, I always like talking to pretty women. You know, it's funny too, because like, I didn't really have a serious girlfriend until like what, junior year of college, senior year of college, sophomore college, right? And so it was just kind of more of like high school, just kind of me and the homeboys just kind of kicking it, just doing nonsense. And actually, this is in praise of like K through 12 education, even college, because like it's just such a fun social experience, right? Like guys could hang out with other guys and you know, see all the pretty girls and stuff like that. Even Boy Scouts, like I'm a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, FYI. Eric Kim is a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout. Yeah, it just like I think modern day social life, it kind of lacks ability for people to be social in like regularized settings. And this is also in praise of clubs, like clubs on campus and stuff like that. Having a regular social life, I think it's very good for humans and humanity, and having fellow human mates. So that's some thoughts. Future proofing. So the question is it possible to future proof anything? Obviously not really. I mean, the cool thing with the promise of Tesla, I think Elon, I mean, so who's the last great innovator and thinker alive? Probably Elon Musk. He said, create a car that can last 1,000,000 miles on a single chassis. I'm like, that's amazing, right? Like, I want to think, it's like, can there be a camera out there that could last 1,000,000 actuations? I'm like, that's a cool thought, right? Even surprisingly, so I'm currently vlogging this on a Panasonic Lumix G9 with the Leica Lumix 1.4 Summilux 12mm lens, which is a 24mm equivalent. This video itself, I'm shooting 4K, 24 FPS, Rode video mic on top with the little fuzzy thingy on top. And I'm just amazed. Also shooting stills on it, just small JPEG is fine. With the dynamic black and white contrast monochrome mode, P mode, contrast and grain set to high. I'm just like amazed. This camera's had such good longevity. Can it last 1,000,000 actuation? Maybe. And then, you know, it's so funny too, because like I look at all the cameras out there, iPhones. Can you imagine, just a simple thought, it's like, can you imagine buying and owning a camera for at least 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Digital camera? Probably not really. Hello, good morning. Probably not. Even another turbo thought I had the other day is like I wanted the iPhone Pro to be a solution for photography, but it ain't. Because the thing with the iPhone Pro, right? You're not realistically going to own it for more than 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Not ain't finna do it, right? Even with cameras, at least Fujifilm, they keep putting out new cameras like far too frequently, too many models. I don't like it. Ricoh GR, GR3, GR3X. I'm sure there's gonna be a Ricoh 4, 5, 6, etc. But then the problem is, man, this longevity on those cameras is so poor. Like, my Ricoh GR3 is broken, my 3X is broken, and I could send it in to get it fixed. It cost me $400. I'm like, I could buy another one. Like, it's just not even like a money thing, because I'm a Bitcoin billionaire now. I don't even care about the monies. It's just like I have a lust for innovation. Innovation is probably what's interesting to me, and I think to future-proof things, nothing is future-proof, but I think thinking really long-term is a good idea. So, for example, if you I'm shooting this video 4K. I mean, it'll probably have better longevity. So maybe what you're trying to do is you're trying to make things which have longer longevity. Nothing is future proof, but try to think at scale. Think about the future. It's like, what's going to be useful, what's not going to be useful. So unfortunately, we're probably still going to be using email. So I still think that email newsletters are probably your number one 90% Archimedes lever for marketing and just communication with your followers. Not social media. It's crazy, like even within the last year, 2 years, I already saw the quick demise of Instagram in lieu of TikTok. And don't trust TikTok, it's owned by a Chinese company. What, Tencent? Same thing that owns League of Legends. Yeah, don't trust it. Already saw the demise of Facebook. Yeah, Instagram, Flickr, see the death of Flickr. So there could be a new chance for like photo disruption. I might make a new photo platform and continue. arsbeta.com, arsbeta.com. Upload all your best photos there. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a good future ahead of us. I think the best way to future-proof things is try to really, really, really distill and whatever you create, not for like a selling marketing purpose, but really, 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 really doing it and putting it out there because you have such a strong desire to just propagate and put out in the world should be the goal. And actually, you really know if you have soul in the game. Also, Nassim Taleb said this, is by what honors and awards you decide to decline. And actually, my personal pride is with the books you make is what offers you decline from publishers, right? So like, for example, my Learn from the Masters of Photography, my dream was to make it open source. The initial publisher I talked about it wasn't about that life, so unfortunately, so I had the courage to say no, and I put it out there open source. So Eric Kim, 100 Lessons from the Masters of Photography, Street Photography. Yeah, Ultimate Soul in the Game book. Zen Photography, like all my books. Just Google Eric Kim books. Everything I put out there has my soul in it. Nassim Taleb calls the soul in the game. I'm probably gonna call it something else. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I mean, I still like to use the word passion. Passion is still kind of a loose concept. Technically, it's enthusiasm we want, not passion, but still, yeah, I just gotta have so much passion. I think you just have to like care really, really deeply about it. It seems like the goal. Yeah, you just have to care so insanely bad about it that you desire to just propagate it, just share it with the world.